Hi Capricorn, welcome to How I Love Tarot. I'm going to be looking at 4 different areas of your life: the present position to validate that this is your reading, the strength, the challenge, and the possible outcome or what you don't see coming. Okay, so I've already pulled your tarot, or I haven't pulled your tarot. I've pulled your oracle cards, which come in the form of the Angel Wisdom deck, which is a combination of tarot and oracle, which is an excellent deck by Radley Valentine if you're interested. So, Spirit, may I please have the present position for Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to know? What will validate this reading for them? Oh, we have quite a lot of attached energy here. Okay, may I please have the strength for Capricorn? Thank you. Same thing, a lot of very attached energy. What does attached mean? I don't know. It's just the psychic feeling that I'm getting about your energy. That's never really happened to me in a reading before. May I have the... So Spirit, you need to tell me what this means when you come through. For those of you that have never seen me before, I'm a psychic and a medium. I've been one since I was a child. And I am that for decades before I ever became a tarot reader. So when I'm reading the tarot, it's slightly different in that Spirit is coming through with the meaning of the tarot for me. I've never formally learned the tarot, believe it or not. So after this reading, you may be like, yeah, I get it. You don't know tarot. Spirit, can I have the challenge, please? Oops, there we go. May I please have anything else in the challenge? Thank you. May I please have the outcome? What's good in the outcome? What does Capricorn need to know? What will inspire them, motivate them, help them to make the decisions they need to make? What is good in the outcome, Spirit, for Capricorn? Thank you. And that's the other thing that you'll see different, is that I wait for the cards to flip. And what that means is the spirit world flip the cards out for me through the energy in my hands. And they also tell me what direction to put the card in. So even though it may come out in a certain direction, Spirit will tell me to turn it upright or reverse it. May I have anything else for the outcome, Spirit? Thank you. Which way? Upright. Thank you. Thank you. Anything else? Thank you. Which way? Upright. Thank you. Okay. Capricorn, what we have, Spirit, bring it forward. Tell me about this attached energy, that the word that you used, what it means. First of all, let's go ahead and validate that this is Capricorn's reading. Capricorn, what I have for you to kind of kick off this reading and for you to understand and validate that this is your reading. Online, when you're doing a reading on YouTube, there are millions of people watching these readings, and obviously these readings are not meant for millions of people. They're meant for a very select group of individuals that will watch this reading and who the reading will resonate with. So just because you're watching this reading doesn't mean that this reading is for you if you're a Capricorn. So this first section right here is to validate that this is your reading. Now I do this in private readings too, because there's no point going on with a reading if the reading doesn't make sense to you. So if this part of the reading, the present position, doesn't make sense to you, then don't bother watching the rest of it. Don't make the reading fit. That is not a real reading. And if you do that and you take advice from the reading, that's not a good idea when the reading is not for good, not for you, right? So it's meant to fit, and if it fits you, it fits you from the present position, and it will fit you all the way through. That's how to know whether you should watch my reading or not. If this reading doesn't make sense to you, feel free to come back to another reading. It doesn't mean that another future reading will not make sense for you. Here we have the Ten of Swords in the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck. Spirit, bring it forward. Please tell me about what the energy is here and why it is so attached, and what does that mean here for Capricorn. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position. We have the Seven of Swords in the upright position. We have the Page of Pentacles in the upright position. And we have the Queen of Swords in the upright position. So Spirit makes me feel like you're making a decision about something. There is a desire to here in the Ten of Swords energy to end a situation that in many respects brings relief and sadness. It's kind of bittersweet. There is a desire here to move forward to an opportunity to seek new happiness and to lift a weight off of your shoulders. Now, there is some melodrama that's going on in this energy here. And what I mean by that is you've been involved in something that is kind of circling around you. And when I say melodrama, it's because you're in the center of the energy. And what that means is it's kind of like, you know, there are decisions that you're making that are, you know, difficult decisions, but they're difficult not only for you, but for perhaps the people that you're involved with, people around you. So you're making decisions that prior to this point in your life have made you feel like you're always swimming upstream, like you're always fighting a battle, and you're done with that. It feels like you just don't want to keep going through this over and over again. So it feels like you want to end a cycle that's been happening for a very, very long time in your life. And so what we have here is this kind of, you know, and 10 represents many things, but it represents one of the things that it manifests here. Spirit is making me feel is the end of a cycle in your life, right? And so now, you know, Capricorn as a sign starts many things within themselves, and perhaps can come to a conclusion about things, but it's often in a silo. And what that means is you're unaware that if you're in a partnership, if you're in a marriage, or if you're, let's say, leading others, you can make a decision that is right for you, but it's not right for the people around you. So it can cause a lot of distension, even though that you feel you've made the right decision. Now, in this reading, I'm not saying that you've made the wrong decision, but what Spirit is making me feel here is the Queen of Swords is coming out very, very strongly here. So it feels like words, it feels like if you were to speak what you feel, that it would cut like a knife. And so here we have you, and you do say things, Spirit just made me feel, you do say things where, here in the Ten of Swords, that you do say things that can be quite harsh, and others can take that in a very hurtful way, right? So that's kind of showing up in your energy, and it feels like you want to end that. It feels like you want to end that kind of dramatic energy that's around you, but it takes two to tango, right? So Spirit is making me feel here that you know, it's, yes, you've got words, but then so does somebody else, right? So whoever it is, or whatever situation you're dealing with, is some type of legacy here that is a dynamic created in a situation, and And Spirit makes me feel here that one punch is thrown and then another punch is thrown, and then before you know it, you're in a fight. Spirit makes me feel here in the present position that you're dealing with, again, very, 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 very powerful endings here. I didn't need to say very 100 times, did I? We've got, you know, Capricorn is the 10th sign of the zodiac. We've got 10, if you can see that. Where is it? Right here in the Oracle card. And we've got 10 right here in the Wheel of Fortune card, right? And so 10s, what we're dealing with in your situation in the present position is to a return to beginning only at a higher level in the spiral of your life. It is looking at the changes that you seek in your life and how you have moved towards something very, very deliberately. And it is now taking on an opportunity that will end all opportunities, right? So there is a need to stop the top from spinning. And what I mean by that is because you're born under the 10th sign, because you start things, you know, like rungs in a ladder, right, to get to where you want to be. For some of you here that I am talking to, you're getting to a point in your life because you're older that you've got to stop. You're tired of the climb. You're tired of seeking more, because no matter what you seek, it's not fulfilling you. And so it could be, and so Spirit is showing me kind of career, right? It could be Spirit is showing me rungs of a ladder in a career, right? So whatever your career is, and whether it is that you seek management or the title or the responsibility or the money or all of that, Spirit just said to me publication also. You're getting to a point in your life that, you know, it's just things to do, and you having a real big realization. So here in the present position, we have another opportunity coming, and it is going to bring good luck, karma, you know, another life cycle. It is a part of your destiny, because it's part of your destiny is these beginnings and ends in whatever area of your life that is. And Spirit keeps showing me career, right? So taking one job or moving one place or doing one thing and then just taking it to the next level. But there is a turning point here, and there is a change, and it's an inevitable change, and it's fate driven, because these decisions that you're making to whatever it is to constantly change, whenever Capricorn, whenever you're creating change in your life and you're moving towards stability, you have to understand that when you create a change, you create disruption. So even though nobody really wants change, people engage in change because it is a need to create stability. Nonetheless, the stability, once you get there, is then marred by further change that you need to make. So you can keep on going and going and going, and you can do this for the rest of your life, or you can begin to realize that you are at the top of your game. And it's disruptive. It's disruptive for you. It's disruptive for everybody around you to keep on moving. So there's a big shift that's coming into your energy. And I feel here that this is a person right here in the Queen of Swords that maybe, if you're in a partnership of some sort, saying or contributing in some way to putting your stake in the ground and saying, this is it, this is where we are, this is where it's going to end, and from here we are going to build from this point on, and we're going to create stability, because if we keep on, Spirit just says, moving, and it could be, let's say, moving up the ladder. You know, Spirit is drawing an example to me here where I worked in a government agency, and I couldn't believe that people had been there for 25, 30 years, some of them even longer. And I said to one of the very nice ladies there, who'd been there for 25 years, how do you do this? I do not understand how you can stay with this organization for that long. And she said to me, it's the golden handcuffs. I want the benefits. I want what it offers. I want the money, and I can't get there anywhere else. I want the benefits. I want everything else. I don't necessarily like my job or the people I work with. So when I don't like it, I move. I move to a different position. And so she can move to a different building, different floor, different agency within the agency. And so she was always moving. And that's how and so here's a situation when it doesn't look like somebody's creating change or moving job, because technically they're working for the same company. But what's happening is every single time they do move, they create disruption, because they have to now learn from where they are, learn the new position, integrate with a new team, do all those things. And that is stressful. Now, yes, you might get more money, but at what point is, the money enough, right? Here, in this change that we have opportunity coming up, it shows good fortune. It shows money here. I can feel that in the energy. So I guess what I'm saying to you, Capricorn, is you're making a decision about when is enough in regards to career and money. And I feel like you're getting there with this here. Spirit, do you want to tell me how this is attached in regards to the Seven of Swords right here and the Page of Pentacles? So Spirit is making me feel here that you are going to walk away from something that is very, very stressful. It feels like it's been an unfair situation. It feels like you've been giving, and in the scenario they've been taking your energy and taking what maybe your expertise, what you can provide, who you are, and they're not really honoring it correctly. And so the reason why this is attached is you're going into a situation where that won't happen. So it does shift into a new beginning here for you, because what we have here is a Page of Pentacles, right? So I do see, for those of you that can resonate with this and that this is your reading and there is a new opportunity to do with career, it does feel like you're going to start something new. It is going to have good fortune. It is going to have good luck. You make your bet on it, you lie on it, right? If you can see a good in a situation and understand that there are limitations within a job, limitations within an employer, there's even limitations when you have business, because if you have business, you're dealing with vendors, you're dealing with employees, you're dealing with lots of different things. And so no matter what you're dealing with to get money, you have to work hard. There's limitations. You're always giving more than you can get for what you're worth. In many scenarios. So at some point you have to get your needs met somewhere else. So I do see a new beginning. I do see it having good fortune. I do see you starting new with something else here. And I do see that whoever you're dealing with, if you're in a partnership of some sort, that is a choice well made. Here, I want to go into the challenge before I go into the strength. Now, in regards to the challenge is something that happens in your energy no matter what you do. We all have strengths and weaknesses throughout our day. We all have strengths and challenges throughout our day. And so when you look at it in a reading, challenges have to do with you know, in the most minor form, from 0 to 10, 10 being the worst challenge. It could be a 1, right? It could be a 0.5, or it could be a 7, or it could be a 10. So don't look at challenge as a negative thing. Challenge has to do with something that you will overcome, okay? So that's the positive way of looking at a challenge. It is something you don't see coming, but it's also something that you, once you understand it, you can meet it head on and be successful at overcoming it. Here we have the Empress card in the challenge. This is trusting your gut. The challenge is trusting yourself, right? Because you're very logical, Capricorn. And it may be that the person or the situation you're dealing with is not logical. Even though they're very intelligent, they're very intuitive. They trust the spirit world, if you will. They trust in God or a higher power. They trust in just the I just want to say that is the challenge here, for you to trust in that type of energy, understanding that the flow of the river is going to take you where you're going, no matter where it is, right? Because if you're trying to point your boat downstream and the river is going upstream, doesn't matter. Guess where you're going? You're going upstream. And so sometimes you need to just trust the process of the flow of what you're going through. And so what I have you doing here is a challenge is to trust the direction that you're going in, right? And to understand that you've made several decisions in your life that no matter what, you're going upstream. You don't need to go against the stream. And if you just turn that boat around and follow the stream, it's going to take you exactly to where you're supposed to be, because no matter what, you're going. Now, I do see here that it's going to be a challenge for you to take this action that you need to take. It's going to be a challenge for you to kind of put together what is your dream and what is the practical situation that's going on. Now, you don't ever want to destroy your dreams, but you have to put them into real terms, right? You don't want to ever give up hope. You don't want to give up faith. You do want to keep on dreaming. That's a very important part of being a human being. But sometimes we need a new narrative. Sometimes we need to understand that, we fulfilled our desires and our dreams, and we now need to mature in those dreams and mature the narrative. So I see you withdrawing. Here, Spirit just brought out something else here. You're not trusting that that you're giving birth to this new situation is going to bring you the kind of abundance and success and prosperity that you desire. But it does show here, Capricorn, that you are going to do that, because you are more than capable of it. You are extremely successful at whatever you set your mind to, you give birth to it. You have a lot of interesting ideas, and you really, really do resonate with a lot of strength and a lot of powerful aura is the only word I can use, energy that almost manifest exactly what you want and get it. Now, there are areas that you're stuck in, but that's all people, right? You never get to any point in life where you've met every single outcome that you dream of and want, right? Because human beings are always striving, and as long as you have a human being, you're going to strive for more. And if peace is what you have and then peace is what you get, guess what? You want more peace, right? You just want it in a different form. So what I have here is you withdrawing. There's a lot of withdrawal in your energy as you figure all of this out. I do feel like you're putting things to rest, and I do feel like you're leaving behind baggage. I do feel that you're going to compartmentalize what's difficult for you, and you're going to just kind of walk away from that part that bothers you, and you're just going to kind of close one door so a window can open of fresh new ideas. So I see that coming your way in your challenge. And here in the challenge, we have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Spirit, bring it forward. So as you go through this process, I can't say it's going to be a fun one, because it's in your mind. And so there's some dissatisfaction in regards to kind of drawing the line in the sand and saying, okay, I've met this particular point of abundance or success or prosperity or career in my life, and understanding that now you need to turn inward somewhat to gain that inner happiness. And so that bit is a bit challenging for you. Now let's take a look at the good stuff, which is the strength. Here we have the strength, and just like the challenge, like I said, the strength is something that you don't have to do any differently. You don't have to think about it. It's just what's coming in your way. It's just the stuff that's going to happen no matter what, if this is your reading, if you can resonate with that present position. So here we have in the strength, Spirit, bring it forward. You said that this was attached energy too. Holy cow. We have a lot of happiness. You're going to be very impartial and objective, like that about a Capricorn. You can stand back from a situation and be extremely fair when you want to be. And I feel like you're going to stand up for what you believe in. You're going to inwardly take a look at all sides of a situation, and you're going to win. Because you're choosing a structure, you're buying into a structure that works, and you're buying into a situation that is extremely positive and is full of integrity. So that is a beautiful, so where there may have been some harsh words or distension in a situation, I feel it leveling off, and I feel it definitely just getting better. Here we have the High Priestess, right? So here we have in the strength energy, you balancing out your energy with opposing energy, right? So if you're in a partnership, and like I was saying before, right, if you're dealing with somebody where you're very, very logical and analytical, but they're very intuitive, you're going to balance out that energy. We see the yin and the yang happening here, right? So coming together instead of fighting against that energy, when you actually, if you look at energy, if you don't kind of understand some of this stuff, right? If you look at the sky and you look at the ocean, they coexist, right? The sky is this atmosphere, and the ocean is wet and dense, right? But the two coexist, and the two need each other. If you look at day and night, it's the same thing. One is filled with light, the other one is filled with an absence of light. But with the two, they balance each other out, right? Yin and yang. And so that's what I see coming here in your energy, is this balancing out of energy with taking the positive about both of you or both of the situations and marrying it together and understanding that two are better than one. So what leads to next, what happens next is a strong ability to move forward here with someone, with a situation, and a great amount of happiness. We have the Sun card, right? I feel here that I'm reading out the outcome, even though I haven't even gotten there yet. But what we have here in the strength is celebration, joy, harmony. For those of you that are married or in a partnership, I see strengthening, I see community, I see just coming together and building a stronger union. There is completeness, a solid foundation, progress, power, stability in this situation, and it leads to a lot of happiness for everybody involved. All right, so standing still. Once you make the decision, I do feel like you're moving on to something different here. If this is career, it really does feel like you're moving on to something different, something much more advantageous, laying down what it is that you want, your expectation, getting that expectation met, putting down boundaries in that career or potential scenario that has to do with business or some type of partnership. And I see that really working out very, very well for you in the strength position. And I see a lot of happiness here, positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all as well. That is beautiful. Spirit, and so all of this is attached, right? So once you get through this challenge of kind of like, what do you do? then you step into this energy of the strength. Okay, so understand that one does not come, the strength is not going to come before the challenge. The challenge is going to come before the outcome that I just described in the strength. Here in the outcome, in the possible outcome, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Like I said before, there's money in this, good money. And Spirit, tell me more. And again, I'm seeing new beginnings. I'm seeing new ideas. I'm seeing, new, birth of new happy things. Very generous, practical energy that you're moving into. A lot of money. This is going to be very advantageous to you. The ability to make anything more beautiful, a love of family and a home, be practical about how you proceed, a love of art and beauty, a sensible approach. So being very strategic in what you do and understanding that the way you rule the roost is through strength, leadership, but also understanding what others need around you, right? So I see that giving really a lot of abundance here in coming up in the very, very near future. Spirit, tell me more. I feel like this is going to be repetitive in the outcome, but let's just see. 3, we have the Empress again. You have a lot of repeating energy here in your reading. We have the 10 that repeated itself many times. We have the 9 repeating itself twice here in the challenge. We have the Empress repeating itself both in the Oracle and here in the outcome. So repetitiveness in a reading means that there's a lot of strength in that area, right? So that is the probable strong outcome. So 10 is the end of a chapter, beginning of a new one. The 9s represent the kind of going inward, seeking independence and understanding where you stand and how to be in partnership, but yet be united in that partnership, but also getting what it is and meeting your own needs. Here in the outcome, Spirit shows me you trusting the situation. So where it was a challenge, it comes out in the challenge. It also comes out in the outcome as a positive, excellent communication, creativity, someone who is generally optimistic. I have here abundance, nurturing, fertility, feminine energy around you, your feminine energy, good parenting, development, accomplishment, growth, evolution, action. You tapping into your own inner feminine side that can bring out that natural nurturing and the ability to trust and understand that there is a trinity in what you are doing. Okay, so here where there was disharmony and misalignment, there's going to be, as you transition into a new space, there's going to be some of that, but it's going to be short-lived. Here there's a sudden movement of, I feel like you make this decision pretty fast once you do make the decision. It could be to leave a job, it could be to leave whatever it is that you're doing, but it does feel like career driven, and then suddenly things move extremely quickly, and what was disappointing to you is no longer disappointing, and there's sudden awareness, you're choosing happiness, acceptance, retreat. There's some withdrawal as you move forward in the outcome too, that's showing up here, and you're checking in on your self-realignment. It feels like you're very passionate about this new beginning that's happening. It does feel like you're very inspired, very adventurous, fearless. There is some impulsiveness there, but that's not necessarily a negative thing because you're quite guarded and on the lookout for things that don't work for you. So it's not like you're moving forward passionately without understanding what it is that you need. So very, very strong energy here in the outcome of a new beginning. And if that is not enough for a repetitive outcome, I have to repeat myself again. Here we have the 8 of Cups, leaving something behind. There's some disappointment with maybe some people around you in regards to having to start over again. You might find them feeling a little bit withdrawal. withdrawn, just kind of accepting stuff, leaving stuff behind, starting new again, and waiting for things to stabilize. Please, Capricorn, if you're involved with somebody, understand that they need you to stabilize and put firm feet in the ground and begin to create roots, right? No plant can ever grow if you keep uprooting it. It can't grow strong roots, and strong roots are needed here. So somebody here is trusting in you and going along, but they're tired and they're a bit wary. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles once again. If I have not said it enough, just to confirm, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the outcome. There is a new opportunity here. There is a new beginning. There is new abundance. It's going to be what you make it, meaning you're going to carve out exactly what you want. You're going to get exactly what you want, but be sure to be happy with it, right? Because once you get it, remember, we all strive, and if you keep moving the goalpost, then you're never going to be happy. It does show here in the outcome there is a new beginning. It is going to be offered to you. I do see a move coming up. There is manifestation and abundance, opportunity, new career, financial opportunity, new venture, and prosperity. So I do feel like you are moving. I do feel like you are moving to a different area, this could be completely different area to where you live right now. And it's a brand new opportunity, and it comes with blessings and grace. So Capricorn, that is your reading. I hope it helped. For those of you that are struggling, especially in this challenge area, I do life coaching. I'm a clinical psychologist. If you want to look at the description, my email is there. That is the only way that I will accept any clients. Watch out for scams. My email is howlovetarot@gmail.com. It's the name of my channel. If you're interested in a private reading, I don't waste my time or your time trying to talk you into a reading. The prices are right there in the description. Again, the only way that I am booking readings because of scams is via my email, where you contact me directly. howlovetarot@gmail.com. I hope this reading helped. Please hit like, subscribe, hit the bell button so you're notified when the next reading is out. And Capricorn, good luck with all of this. It looks like a fabulous new chapter coming your way. You take care.